it's coming.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I haven't seen it, but I believe it's coming.
Yes.
Just before I get into our discussion, I just need to know today how many of us in this very room are standing in the need of a breakthrough.
Yes! Yes!
Got a few here standing in the need of breakthrough.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to ask one more time, how many of us are really on this first Sunday not just standing in the need of a breakthrough, but expecting breakthrough? I need to know how many of us are expecting God, even on this first Sunday of the year, to do the miraculous, to do the impossible, to do the unexpected in your life. Well, I've got some good news today. Got some good news. You're not going to have to wait till February, March, June, July, August, September, October, November, or December. I believe if you have the right kind of faith, we serve the right kind of God, that before you get home, the thing that you left home looking at as an impossibility, I believe God would have already sent what you needed to send breakthrough in your life. If you believe that, why don't you go ahead and clap your hands and holler hallelujah at least 3 times. Now tell somebody, I haven't seen it. But I truly believe it's coming. That's what faith is all about. Faith is all about the ability, the power, and the audacity to claim something before you can touch it. Faith, ladies and gentlemen, is all about the audacity to see beyond what you can see. Do I have any witnesses in here? Faith, ladies and gentlemen, people of God, is all about being able to shout now over something you haven't seen, but something inside of you keeps telling you to celebrate. Because despite what I don't yet see, I believe what I don't yet see is on the way. Do I have any faithful in here who can testify I can shout now? Not based on what I see now, because I told you a couple of nights ago that if you're not careful, what you see now can really mess you up. But if you tap into the supernatural, believing God for the impossible, faith is all about shouting now. Not over what you see, but over what you deem to be on the way. Do I have any sanctified witnesses in here? Let me see if I can help you a little better. When I was a kid, y'all know I was raised on the streets of Southwest Atlanta and Decatur, and we used to play this game. I don't know if y'all played it in y'all neighborhood, but we played a game called bingo. Okay, now, okay, that's a little, some people call it key lock. Yeah, what neighborhood is y'all? Okay, let me see. That's my car. That's we would sit on the front porch. We couldn't go in the street back in them days. We couldn't go past the sidewalk, but we would sit on the front porch and we would wait for cars to ride down the street. Now here's the significant thing. The significant thing is we weren't even teenagers yet, but we had enough inclination inside of us that we knew what kind of cars we did want, and we knew what kind of cars we didn't want. We would hear the cars coming down the street, and all of us would lean off the porch trying to see what kind of car it is. Because if it was a Plymouth Mercury, we knew we didn't want a Plymouth Mercury. But if it was a Ferrari or a Porsche coming down, okay, we didn't see this kind of car for real. If it was a Cadillac, sedan coming down the street back in that day, we knew that it was something that we could see ourselves in. Now, we didn't have no keys, we ain't had no driver's license, we ain't had no money for down payment on an insurance company, or for insurance on the car. But when the car rolled past the house, all of us would battle for first deals by saying, bingo, that's my car. My car. Again, we ain't had no driver's license. We ain't had no keys, but something on the inside made us believe that the car that somebody else was driving belonged to us. That's the season that we're in. You got to see beyond where you are, and you got to have the audacity he has for my life. I ain't even gotta beg for it. I ain't gotta steal for it. I ain't gotta rob nobody for it. All I gotta do is trust what God. Okay, some of y'all tripping, but some of y'all on a ride past a job that you've been dreaming of all your life. That's my job. Now, I ain't talking about pushing brooms or no mop, but I'm talking about wearing a suit and tie to work every day, carrying my briefcase with an office on the top. So see, some of y'all can't celebrate because you can't see yourself beyond where you are. Let me see if I can help you even better. That was a childhood game that we played. We played a game. Now, I got three sisters. But I thank God for my sisters because I could play with my sisters because I had a type of sisters that, you know, despite the fact that my brothers playing with her, they still made sure their brother turned out going down the right road. Y'all will catch that in a minute. So I could play hopscotch and I could play football too. I could play jump rope, but I can still play. But y'all feeling me yet? But there was this one game they played. Let me see if y'all remember it. It's like chitty chitty bang bang sitting on the fence.
Yeah. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And then we say, she missed like this. You know something? All my life I've been hearing that nursery around my head. I've been hearing that look in my head. Chitty chitty bang bang sitting on the fence. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And we will make fun of the person. Oh, she missed like this. She missed it. And then the first one that they said that on like this would have to chase everybody. And who they tagged, they were it next.
Yeah.
But now as a grown man, I had to go back and revisit the words. We made fun over the fact that she missed.
Come on, Bishop.
We look at things such the wrong way. But the truth is, we ought to be celebrating chitty chitty bang bang because she had enough faith to believe she would make $1 out of 15 cents. I'm looking for 15 people in here who can say, I ain't hardly got 2 green nickels to rub together. And you can laugh over what I missed all day long. But at least I've got the faith to believe I can get $1 out of
15 cents.
Would you shake your neighbor's hand and tell them, child of God, it's getting ready to be that kind of year. It's getting ready to be that kind of year. Because when I look at over all the folk that laughed at me last year, I'm looking at myself this year saying, I can't lose with the stuff I use. You got the wrong neighbor. So I'm getting ready to make $1 out of 15. I'm looking for the faint folk to just start hollering right there. She believed she could make $1.
Yeah, Lord.
That's what real faith is.
Yeah.
You gotta see yourself beyond your circumstances.
All right.
One of the greatest mistakes that this nation made is not being able to see ourselves beyond where we've been.
Yeah.
Do I have a witness in here? Many of us in this very room made the same mistake last year.
Oh, yeah.
Every circumstance that came up, we only saw ourselves for what the circumstance presented.
Right.
But God said, if you want to see great things in your life, you got to start having Holy Ghost fits all by yourself because you're not celebrating what's happening. You're celebrating the fact that what's happening won't always be happening. Can you preach to your neighbor, to them, child of God? We ought to be tearing 6202 up right now. Because despite what you might be facing, you can be shouting because what you see ain't always what it's going to be. Do I have any witnesses in here? That's where the people in the text are right now. These three kings, not to mention all their armies and animals, found themselves, people of God, in a very desperate situation. They had went 7 days walking and wandering in the wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
They went 7 days walking and wandering and pursuing in the wilderness. But there was a problem. They didn't have no water.
Right.
Now, that might not shout y'all, but that shouts me. You gotta look at it a little deep. I hope y'all, that's why I read so much of the text. I want y'all to see it before I say it. They had went 7 days walking and wandering. Not just the 3 kings, but they had all their armies with them. And as if that wasn't bad enough, they had armies who had already made a plan to come against them. And the truth is, watch this, not only did they armies coming after them, but the armies that were after them were really bigger than them, were really better than them, were really better, were really stronger than them. Have you ever been in a situation where you already got one thing you're trying to face, but on top of what you're facing in your face, you got bill collectors still calling, you got the repo folks still riding past the house to see if the car ain't in the garage, you still got that little notification that you get in the text message that says your account is overdrawn. I ain't got no real phone. But is there anybody in here who's ever been at a place where you gotta face what you facing and you gotta face what's chasing you at the same time?
All right, come on now.
They're in a place because they are void the one thing they need to survive.
Yes, Lord.
They need
Water.
water.
Oh, yes.
Let the church say water.
Water.
They need
Water. Water.
water. Not only are their enemies chasing them, but the enemies of God are chasing them.
Oh, yes.
And they're walking through the wilderness, absent the one thing they need to survive.
Oh, yes.
Y'all ain't feeling it yet. Water, people of God, it is not a luxury.
Yes, Lord.
It is. I like the way y'all preach on Sunday morning. It's a necessity.
Yes.
Without water,
Yes.
what happens? You die. What happens here is the king of Israel starts blaming God
Yes.
for their dilemma. He starts blaming God. See, you got to understand the king of this day, the king of that day, he wasn't a good influence like the other kings were. He was a real bad influence. And sometimes, watch this, the biggest problem in our real lives are the people that we're connected to on a daily basis.
All
Y'all still ain't shocked. Some of us this year, God says, I need you to change your associations. Because some of the stuff that blocked your blessings last year, it wasn't the devil. It really wasn't his imps. It was the folk you hung out with that you listened to more than you listened to me. Do I have any real folk in here who say, you know what? You telling the truth, Bishop, because you're not going to say it, but let me testify. Sometimes I pay more attention to stuff that was said on Facebook than stuff that was said in the house of God. Sometimes I click like on more stuff I shouldn't have liked than the stuff that has scripture and substance in it. Okay, look at him say he ain't talking to you. He talking to the person on the other side of you. And you gotta change your associations. You gotta change your associations. You need to refine your friendship circle. And you gotta eliminate all the folk in your life who on a regular basis be whining and complaining, pole mountain, always got their head down, always got doubt on their lips. Y'all can't say amen because some of y'all gotta say out. You gotta get rid of the doubters and the powers.
right. All right.
Ask me why.
Why?
Because these kind of folk, they thwart and they destroy the little faith you got left. You're already struggling because God has shown you how he's going to make an impossibility possible. So you already trying to listen for every word. You're trying to see every step, every move. But then you got all these folks. You got to get rid of the folk who are not a positive influence on your faith. Would you preach to your neighbor real quick and say you got to get rid of the doubters and the powders? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. I know it's early, but we're gonna go ahead and have a 30-second deliverance service. We're gonna go ahead and have a 30-second deliverance service. And in these 30 seconds, you're gonna deliver your mind from the influence of haters and procrastinators and doubters. And for the next 30 seconds, and as your mind is getting delivered, I want you to start lifting your hands and say, Lord, I thank you for delivering me today. I thank you for the